Alright guys, welcome to This Week in Wrestling, covering everything that's gone on over the course of this past week, a week in which it was revealed that John Cena's return from injury appears to have suffered a setback and sees him estimated to return to the ring in July. Previously, Cena had been working hard to try and get ready for WrestleMania, but recently confirmed he would not be wrestling at the show, with the Wrestling Observer reporting that Cena is expected to miss WrestleMania 32, Payback, Extreme Rules and Money in the Bank, although he is expected to make an appearance at WrestleMania in a non-wrestling capacity. Staying with injuries, and on a more positive note, Fox Sports Radio reporting that Randy Orton is set to make his return to TV next month. The Viper's been out of action since he underwent shoulder surgery last year, and rumours also suggested he would require neck surgery. If he did, that would have kept him out the majority of this year, but that turned out to not be the case, with Orton set to return in the coming weeks. Other news announced this week include the news that former WWE diva Eve Torres will be guest starring on the CBS show Supergirl, where she'll play Kara's enemy Maxima. Eve spoke to WWE.com regarding the news and revealed herself to be a comic book fan and already a big fan of the show, which actually takes place in the same universe as Arrow, played by Stephen Amell, who was expected to step in the ring one-on-one with Stardust at WrestleMania, but with just over a week until the big event, there's still nothing been announced. Speaking of WrestleMania, following his lawsuit win against Gorka Media, Hulk Hogan spoke to Fox 411 and was asked if he'd be appearing at WrestleMania 32. However, the Hulkster said there are no plans for him to make an appearance at this point. Following last week's news that Sting was set to announce his retirement at the Hall of Fame, TMZ caught up with Icon and asked him for confirmation. However, Sting noted he is not officially retired and his neck is actually fine, before revealing in another interview with IGN that he still wants to face The Undertaker, so maybe Sting's retirement could be on hold for a little while longer. Jumping over to Impact Wrestling, and TNA this week announced 5 new signings to the Impact roster, with Jessie Gilmet and Laura Dennis, who are best known as Pepper Parks and Cherry Bomb, Marsh Rockett, and former NXT stars Thomas LaRuffa and Mikael Verge. However, while new talents are coming in, TNA suffered a huge blow last week with the news that both Bobby Roode and Eric Young, 2 of TNA's originals, have parted ways with the company. In regards to Roode, it was said that he was one of the highest earning talents in TNA, but had become frustrated over late payments and decided to ask for his release. As for Eric Young, word is that he was unhappy with the amount he was offered, considering he's a veteran with the company, and he was seeing new guys and return stars coming in on the same rate of pay, leading to discussions with management and Young deciding to ask for his release. Speaking of TNA releases, and Kurt Angle, who left TNA recently, was also in the news this week following an appearance on The World According to Wrestling, in which Angle revealed the reasons behind him leaving WWE back in 2006, noting the main reason is the work schedule and being on the road over 300 days a year, alongside injuries and a problem with painkillers. Angle also spoke of his desire to one day return to WWE and revealed the reason he didn't return a year and a half ago was because WWE wanted to see if he'd cleaned up his act following 4 DUIs between 2008 and 2013. Angle though says he's been clean for 3 years and he's abiding by what he has to do, knowing that one day there will come a time when he will go back. So on that note, this week's question of the week is, would you like to see Kurt Angle return to WWE? And if so, what dream matches would you like to see him booked in? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Anyway guys, that brings us to the end of This Week in Wrestling. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and if you did, a like is greatly appreciated. Have a great weekend, and until next time, I'll catch you later.